Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're starting the season 2 of the live action of One Piece. And I have to say that I've been a One Piece fan for a very long time. I started reading it in 2000. That's 26 years ago, over a quarter of a century. And that's most of my life. Most of my life I spent reading One Piece and then watching the anime. And I'm still a big fan today, in case you had any doubt. Now, when it comes to the live action, I enjoyed Season 1. I felt like they did a tremendous job at introducing the crazy world of One Piece to a whole new audience. The actors were fantastic, the production design was fantastic, and, you know, given how incredibly difficult it is to adapt One Piece, I have nothing but admiration for these people. That's not to say that the live action was absolutely perfect. I felt like there were a few, choices I wasn't a big fan of. For example, I wasn't a big fan of all the time that they spent on Kobe. I'm not too sure why they did this. I felt like they could have used that time to better effect on other characters. Also, I don't like the fact that they revealed that Garp is Luffy's grandpa. I felt that was completely unnecessary, and it's a pretty big spoiler in the grand scheme of things. So, not too sure what the idea was there. And also, some of the costumes were a little bit cosplay-ish at times. These are all minor nitpicks, I will agree to that. And, at the end of the day, they did a very good job, and I really enjoyed Season 1. That being said, if you're here hoping that you're gonna have someone who's gonna be like, oh my god, everything is perfect and it's wonderful and I absolutely love everything about it, you're not on the right channel, guys. Here, you're gonna get my honest reaction and you're gonna get my analysis because I'm a professional photographer and filmmaker and I love animes and movies and TV shows, so I want to give you my honest thoughts on the films and TV shows that I'm watching, and I'm not gonna hold punches on One Piece just because it's One Piece. So I'll give credit where credit is due. If something is good, I'll say it. If something is bad, or if I don't understand a choice, I'll say it too. So if you're okay with that, then stick around, and without any further ado, let's get started. Very cool intro, Netflix. Well played. Shellstown, 103rd Marine Base. I'm gonna guess it's Baroque Works, because who else would you put in the intro? Yep, Miss Valentine and Mr. Five. She looks fantastic, and him too, both of them. Ooh, Nico Robin. Already. But they're hiding her face on purpose. That being said, we've seen it in the trailers, so.
To uphold justice, we will absolutely hold this line.
Oh, you will absolutely not. Wow, she's looking good, eh?
That's quite a lot of arms you have.
Yep. I'm guessing they're not going to make it as gruesome as it was in the anime. Oof. Oh! Okay, I stand corrected. Oh, this guy is very brave. I think he understands. Okay, I wasn't too sold during the trailers, but actually she looks fantastic. Great casting again.
Mr. 3.5.
Who is this, Captain?
I like that they're showing us a different side of Baroque Works. These are the kinds of liberty that I like in a TV show, in an adaptation.
With these new pepper bombs, the latest and greatest in Captain Usopp's mighty arsenal.
I hope those
You have outdone yourself, as always, Sanji.
I aim to please.
Although, for black pepper octopus, I don't taste very much pepper. So, it's also a breeding ground for sea kings.
Oh, yeah. Let's not go there.
I could. Why don't we go to Logtown?
That sounds like a perfectly safe, non-dangerous place to visit. I like this.
Okay, Usopp is fantastic. I absolutely love
Pretty
him.
much everything.
We need someone who can talk some sense into the... Zoro! Zoro!
I love the oversized dumbbell. It's very in line with the manga. Hey, he gets his own intro now. How cool is that?
Okay, what's up?
You know, Iñaki Godoy is definitely the best cast of all of them. Like, they're all great, but he nailed Luffy. Incredible.
What's in Loketown?
Death!
I don't want that.
Wouldn't Luffy already know what Lockdown is? I'm pretty sure he already knows.
Also the place where Gold Roger was
Yeah.
executed. The place where the king of the pirates was born and died.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm doubting myself, but I'm pretty sure in the manga, he's the one who reveals all these informations.
You understand.
All right, Straw Hats. Set course to... wait, which way?
Hey! We are! It's always so good to hear we are. Every fan of One Piece knows the feeling. It's more than a theme song. Ooh, we're going back in time. Are we gonna see young Smoker?
It's the beating the piss out of you up and down the Grand Line. That was my favourite.
I like the vibe of watching two old friends coming together and reminiscing about the old times.
You learn a lot about what a man's made of in combat.
That's true. Never been to combat, but I can imagine.
Which is why I have one final favor to ask.
I already see where this is going, and I'm not a big fan. Oh, I knew it. I knew he was going to say that. Now, exactly like Season 1, I didn't understand why they felt the need to reveal Garp was Luffy's grandpa. Now I don't understand why they feel the need to reveal such a massive spoiler. Again, this is completely unnecessary. What's the point? See, when I said I was going to be honest, I don't like that. That's a weird narrative choice. I don't approve of it. I don't mind when you're showing, you know, a different side that isn't shown in the manga or the anime. I think that's actually quite good when you're doing an adaptation. But revealing major information that's revealed much, much later in the manga or in the anime is very strange. Because now, if you're someone who watches the live action and then moves on to the manga or the anime, you're going to start wondering, okay, who's Gold Roger's son? But you're not supposed to know that. You're not supposed to know that he has a son. Now, I know some people will argue with me in the comments about this, and that's fine. You know, you're allowed to have a different opinion, but I really don't think that was a good idea.
Logtown. Town of the beginning and the end.
How much do you want to bet that the One Piece is in Loketown? Well, actually, we all know it's in Reverse Mountain, because X marks the spot.
Sanji, what if you took Luffy with you for some food shopping?
Food first, then execution platform.
Right. Food will keep him out of trouble.
No, it's not gonna be keeping him out of trouble.
I need money too.
Okay, and what do you want me to do about that?
The cook got money. I'm buying food for all of us.
Me having more swords is for all of us.
That's true.
You take this, you pay me back with 300% interest.
Haggle.
I don't think Zoro is the type to haggle.
I wanna stay with Nami. Young woman in the big city, you gotta keep her safe.
We'll meet back here when we are done, and remember, this is a large marine town.
She has a little bit of an attitude. I'm not too big of a fan of this. I felt like, you know, there's nothing wrong with this. You know, it's not something I have a problem with. So that's maybe not the right way to put it. But I feel like if I was directing this, I would have encouraged her to be a little bit more playful. So she comes up with a little bit less as having an attitude. Okay, he looks great.
No pirate escapes me.
I'm glad that they kept the 2 cigars. That would have been terrible if he didn't have 2 cigars.
This time of year brings all the wannabe pirates to Logtown. We have to be ready. Throw this scum in the brig.
Must be quite hard for the actor to be smoking 2 cigars at once. I know they're fake cigars, but still.
Oh, yeah. These'll do the trick.
Honestly, Usopp and Luffy are the best ones in the crew. None of the others are bad or anything. They're fantastic. Oh, Bartolomeo. It's true, he's not a fan yet. Oh, that's so funny. I'm so used to seeing him like going crazy over the entire crew. And he's one of my favorite characters as well. Yeah, the glasses. Awesome.
And one day when you map the world, you can look back on this one and see how much better yours is.
Yeah, he's a good salesman. Not surprised he's selling snake oil in Wano.
I didn't really have much growing up. I don't really think there's something to remember.
Well, maybe not something, but someone.
See, I like her better like this. She's a bit more playful, that works better. I'm guessing they're trying to, you know, find the balance, and it's not always easy because Nami is a character that could easily be very annoying. And obviously in the anime they can make her completely over the top, but in the live action they have to make her more believable, so it's a little bit harder to find the right balance.
Bit of a klutz.
Hey, Tashigi!
What was that?
Nothing. You just look like someone.
Okay, I don't remember what the actress in season 1 was for Kuhina, so I don't know if she looks the same, but...
Is that?
Hey! He looks great!
Serve you on this fine day.
And his shop is fantastic. Wow. The production design of this set is spot on. Absolutely love it.
What'll this get me?
Nothing.
Bargains over there. May I see it?
And now, trying to scam him.
No, it's nothing impressive. My mistake. Sorry. But it's not terrible. Can say I give you 200,000 berry for it?
It's not for sale.
400,000. And I'll let you pick any 3 swords in the store.
Is this haggling?
750,000 final offer. Get 1 top shelf sword and
Okay, you're not a very good haggler because you're going up way too fast.
Wado Ichimonji, one of the 21 great blades.
You really know your swords.
Kind of my thing. You know, to the right collector, this would be worth tens of millions.
Tashigi, my favorite customer. Right, your sword, I'll go get it. 300 berry, please.
It was only 200 last week.
Inflation's a bitch, ain't it?
Yes, it is. You're right. I'm with you, man.
Pieces of art, history. Each one has a story, a personality.
She really embodies Tashigi very well. The sword nerd.
I've been wanting to get rid of that one for years, but I'm afraid I'll get cursed too. I am sorry, son, but I cannot sell that to you.
Why is it in the bargain bin, man? Something that always bugged me a little.
If I win, sell it.
This is one of my favorite scenes in all of One Piece, so I'm really excited about this. Yeah. Nice shot. Nailed it. Oh, they nailed it.
I'll take it.
Look how deep it went into the floor.
Wait right there.
You know, I love the owner of the store because he really loves swords and swordsmen, you can tell. Even though he's a bit of a scammer.
That is a blue-finned elephant tuna.
It's funny how all the extras in Loketown have a haircut that matches their job.
The restaurant Baratier took almost everything I have. Adding a new item to their menu. True bluefin saute.
So the old geezer stole it and put it on the menu.
Of course he did.
Well, then I'm gonna have to keep impressing him. So I'll take this beauty, and what else you got?
Follow me.
And now Luffy, he's going to get into trouble.
And I can't help but be a little nervous.
Nervous? Yeah, I was gonna say that.
But my crew needs me.
I like that he's being a little bit more honest with Kaya.
Out of the way, lady.
You lose something?
Give me back my wallet, you thief.
No, I'd call you one too, but I don't think it applies.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I run things here in Logtown.
Can I offer you some friendly advice?
No.
Pay Pick a better mark. Look for some idiot who's distracted or lost.
Luffy!
Whatever. I don't need advice from you.
I don't know. I feel like Bartolomeo wouldn't have been so nice. I know he doesn't know them yet, but still. The swords are really beautiful, eh?
This is the best sword I have.
Look at the sheath. Fantastic.
Just take it. And forgive me for trying to trick you earlier. It's
I love his character. He's one of the goats of One Piece.
And thanks for your help. Hope to meet again someday.
I really can't get over how beautiful the store looks. Panda!
Wow. Do you know?
How not to love one Luffy. Oh, it was Bartolomeo right there. He's gonna try and steal from Luffy.
Hello, Mark. I mean, mate. Name's Bartolomeo. And I'm famous around this city for my
He's learning fast.
hospitality.
What's it like being famous?
Oh,
Okay, that was brilliant. Love this. Okay, that's the perfect place for Buggy to be hiding in. Wow. Beautiful. Look at this.
everything I've done, everywhere I go, it all started here.
Yep.
Don't you have a dream you want to follow?
You didn't expect this question, eh?
I never thought about that.
Hey!
Ooh. I knew it. I was gonna say this is Buggy. Hey.
Bunny.
Getting the name wrong. So Luffy.
You must be the ship's stylist? I want to make fun of you, but honestly, I love what you're doing. Are you sure you wouldn't be better off with us?
Honestly, the actor playing Buggy is incredible. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. But this man deserves an award. He's the best actor in the live-action One Piece. Even better than Iñaki Godoy. That's saying a lot. I don't think Bartolomeo would be so easy to manipulate.
Is this another one of your shows?
Oh no, tonight's not a show. Tonight
Is an execution.
is a lesson.
Ah!
It's a shame your friends aren't here to see it. But lucky for you, I brought some friends of my own. Oh, honey bunny!
Let's see Alvida.
Alvida?
Come on, Luffy wouldn't remember her.
So you want to fight?
Take your best shot.
Okay. How you do that?
Who the hell are you guys?
Honestly, good job on the actress for losing so much weight.
I feel funny.
Ooh, sea prism. I'm guessing.
It's because those new bracelets of yours are made of sea stone. You ever heard of it?
Oh, they call it sea stone in here.
No running away and no fighting back.
Stay with us, pal.
Actually, that's pretty smart. Because I always felt that in the anime, for example, it was a little bit too easy the way Buggy overpowered Luffy. But if he's using sea prism, suddenly that makes a lot more sense. So that's a good choice. See? Giving credit where credit is due.
No one moves till I arrive.
Oh, the ice cream scene. So iconic.
Looks like my pants ate your ice cream. Buy more scoops this time.
Gee, thanks, mister.
The actor is really good.
I was just
I don't care. Messed up the buttons on your...
Zoro!
Oh, how come they found him so easily?
You didn't kill anyone for those, did you?
No. I haggled.
Okay. Well, you still owe me interest.
Of
Those
course
look like
he
some
does.
really nice swords and someone just gave them to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, definitely suspicious. You had to be there to believe it.
Where's Luffy?
Stop. We need to find him.
Guys, where's everybody going?
You know there's trouble. You know Luffy is there. That's how it works.
He destroyed my ship. Kidnapped. The only justified sentence is death.
Oh, Buggy as a judge. Okay, that's a fun little sequence. I like that. Oh no, a lawyer. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought he was a judge. My bad.
Now, is Luffy a stupid little dipshit? Yeah. And should we all be deeply humiliated that he has somehow become the most wanted pirate in the East Blue? Of course.
To be fair, Buggy should be the most infamous pirate in the East Blue. If he just told everyone his pedigree, he would be.
The answer is yes, and I rest my case. The most powerful thing in the world isn't a weapon or a devil fruit or even a dream. It's a story.
True, and that perfectly summarizes Buggy's rise. You know he's gonna be not king of the pirates, but god of the pirates. You know it. He told it himself in Volume 2. Hey! I feel like the fights have gotten a little better. Maybe it's my imagination. We'll see in future episodes, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely better than before. I can see that they spend time refining the fight scenes. At least for this first episode. Not that they were bad in Season 1. Like, they were good. But I felt like they were a little bit lacking in punch at times.
Navi!
Come on, Usopp!
Special attack! Pepper Star.
Panda again!
Pepper?
Another round in Captain Usopp's mighty arsenal.
Hey, you're discovering that he's a pirate.
Any last words, Captain Shit-tacular?
But no one is really paying attention.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy.
Now, okay, now they're paying attention.
I will find the One Piece and become king of the pirates!
Now, I need to see Bartolomeo's reaction when he gets hit by lightning. When Luffy gets hit by lightning.
You don't know the first thing about being a king.
I know you'll never be one.
You're right, he's gonna be god of the pirates. I already told you that. You'll see. Buggy. That was great. Love that. Ooh. Was there a devil fruit in there? Bartolomeo's devil fruit? That would be a nice touch.
I'm sorry. I'm dead.
That smile.
That laugh. Roger.
I'm dead!
There you go. There you go.
Lucky me.
Angry X.
That was funny.
You didn't tell me you were a Marine.
You didn't ask.
Good point.
No matter how hard you fight, there will always be someone better than you with a blade.
No, there won't be.
Why won't you kill me?
Because he doesn't need to.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah,
That means Dragon is about to show up. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, the smoke effect is brilliant. Yep, you're not taking Smoker out that easily. As a matter of fact, you're not taking him out at all right now. Oh, a Gatling already. Wow. It's crazy how powerful the Logias are. I mean, really, they are so much more powerful than any other fruit, if you think about it. I know it's not 100% true. Like, if you use your fruit extremely well, there are still ways you can defeat them, but without Haki, very difficult to fight a Logia. He doesn't even need to try. Okay, visually speaking, his devil fruit is sick. Wow. Undoubtedly the best one we've seen so far. I'm talking like from a purely technical and visual level, on a filmmaking level. To be fair, smoke is a pretty easy effect to create in, you know, with After Effects and other softwares for CGI. Much easier to create than stretchiness. So I'm not so surprised that it works so well. And now!
World government wants your head.
Not today. The world is still waiting for our answer.
I'm not too sold on Dragon's appearance. I need to see more of him, but right now I find that he lacks a little bit of, I don't know, there's something missing. I can't really explain what it is. He looks good, but I'm waiting to see more of him. Hopefully in this episode, maybe in future ones as well. Also, in the anime, they had like, you know, lighting and wind everywhere while Dragon appears. And that really gave him a lot more charisma. You know, a lot more, he felt a lot more mysterious. See, that works better already here. Sabo. Okay, that was brief enough. I was a little scared for half a second that Sabo would actually be mentioned and have a role to play in this episode.
Who are you? Someone who also understands what it feels like to be kept in a cage.
Come on, she would... No. Ah, no, I was gonna say she would know who she is, but no, actually, no, she wouldn't. My bad. Because her wanted poster still shows her as a little kid, so...
And you can have all of it.
That's a weird choice again. Like, Tashigi in Baroque Works? Like, I don't think that Baroque Works would ever consider Tashigi as a recruit. That's really strange.
The day Gold Roger was executed. You know what he did when he faced his end?
He smiled. Well, that too.
Promise of the One Piece drove the world into chaos. And that's what I'm fighting for. Dedicated my life to making sure the world never sees another Gold Roger. Straw Hat Luffy looked death in the face, and he laughed. That's what we're fighting against.
I'm torn on this speech because it does feel like something Smoker would say, but at the same time, the way it's worded, it feels like he's fighting against people laughing. Okay, that was a great touch. I love this. I don't know. There's something wrong about this speech. Can't really put my finger on it right now. I would have to think about it a little bit later, but it's not bad. But something's missing. Something's off.
Harder than warlords.
Killer sharks?
Whoever that lady with the mace was.
Round 9! Here we come!
Love the enthusiasm. That's very Luffy. Yep, the red line and Reverse Mountain. Alright, great first episode. They did a fantastic job at adapting the Loguetown arc, I have to say. It really felt like it was the manga coming out of the page and, being put on the screen. And I loved all the extras, with all the crazy haircuts. And I'm sure there are a lot of little Easter eggs in this episode that I actually missed, because I know the people making the show really love One Piece, and it shows. It shows. I can definitely tell that the people making this are absolutely passionate about One Piece and that they absolutely love it, and you can feel it on the screen, you can feel it in the vibe, you can feel it in all the little details. So I'm really sold on this first episode, and if the entire season 2 is like this, I think it's going to be fantastic. I have a feeling that the fight scenes were a little bit better than in season 1. Maybe it's just my imagination, I don't know, we'll see in future episodes, but felt just a little bit more impactful, just a little bit more believable. And Smoker, the effect of the smoke was, wow, brilliant. Also, the effects of Nico Robin, like the petals flying everywhere, incredible. They nailed this. And I have to say, speaking of Nico Robin, that when I saw the trailer, I wasn't too sold on her. I can't tell you why, but there was a little something missing in the trailer. But seeing her in action right here, no, I stand corrected. She's a great casting choice. She has that kind of mysterious vibe that you expect from Nico Robin, and she's absolutely beautiful. And her costume also looks great. I was a little bit afraid that it would look a little cosplayish, just like, I said in season 1, like some of the costumes were just not quite right. But no, this one was actually really good. It really fit her very well. So great job. Great job to the whole team who made this, because really, really good. As for the other actors, obviously the actors playing the crew, they're just as good as they were in season 1. I have to say though, Sanji was quite tame in this episode. So I hope it's not an indication that he's going to be tame in the entire season, because he still has to be a ladies' man. I understand they can't make him perverted and crazy like he is in the manga and the anime, but we still need to feel that, he's trying. That's very important for the character. And in this episode, I felt like he wasn't trying at all. I felt like he should have been a bit more playful with Nami, and it was a little bit missing for me. And also, speaking of playfulness, I felt that Nami had a little bit too much of a bad attitude. And this is clearly a directing choice. Like, I don't know who directed this episode, but they clearly told the actress to play it with that kind of attitude, and I'm not too sold on that. I would prefer if she was a little bit more playful. We'll see again in future episodes how she is, but I'm nitpicking. I still think they were fantastic. Iñaki Godoy obviously was just as good as he was in season 1. Same for Makenyu, and well, Usopp. Man, Jacob, you nail that role. You nail Usopp. Like, it was absolutely fantastic. If I had a couple of things to say about Nami and Sanji, I have absolutely nothing to say about Usopp. He's perfect. He's a perfect on-screen representation of what the character is in the manga. Obviously, he's a little bit toned down because, that's expected from a live action, but it works fantastically well. And I absolutely love the character so far. He might actually be my favorite Straw Hat in the live action. And then of course Buggy steals the show exactly like he did in season 1. As for the new actors, Smoker, fantastic, very charismatic, very calm, very menacing. He's absolutely perfect for the role. Tashigi, I'm waiting to see a little bit more of her in future episodes. I think she was pretty good in this one, but I don't know, it was just missing a little something for me. Bartolomeo was a fun addition. I have to say that I was not expecting him to be in this episode. But at the same time, it's not surprising. We know he was in Loketown during, Luffy's failed execution, so it makes sense that he would be in this episode. I just didn't expect it for some reason. And I think they nailed the character. I think he's pretty fun and a little bit too tame, in my opinion. I know he's not supposed to be a fan of the Straw Hats yet, but he's still supposed to be that kind of over-the-top, exaggerated, kind of crazy character, and I felt he was just a little bit too tame here, but at the end of the day, he was still very good, and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed his interaction with Buggy. I thought that was really funny. There was just something that made me laugh a lot. That was just a brilliant little touch, and I really liked that. Now, one character I'm not sold on is Dragon, and I think it has more to do with directing than it has to do with the actress' performance. Obviously, the actor had very little to play with. He only has a few lines. But more importantly, when you see Dragon in the anime, there's like a real storm happening. You have thunder and lightning and rain and wind, and everything is crazy and it's really, really tense. But here, I didn't feel that tension. I didn't feel that mystery, and that's purely a directing problem. It has nothing to do with the actor. So I can't really judge the actor's performance yet, but I can judge the director's performance on this. I don't know who directed this, and I would say that they did a fantastic job for about 90% of the episode. But there are a few things here or there, like Nami's bad attitude, or the fact that Dragon doesn't look nearly as mysterious as he should, that I felt could have been dealt with better. Also, while I'm talking about the things I have a little bit of a problem with in this episode, there's obviously the fact that they are revealing that Gold Roger has a son. I have no idea why they did this. This is completely unnecessary. You could cut it from the episode and it would change nothing. And I think it's just a really surprising narrative decision. And I can pretty much guarantee that the only reason they put this in the episode is that they know people are going to talk about it on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok and all that kind of stuff. And they know it's going to create some waves and it's going to be a little controversial. And I don't like it when production teams do this, especially when it's a show like One Piece. Like, you know it's going to be a success. You know people are going to be talking about it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to put that little detail just to have people being like, oh wow, look, they revealed that Gold Roger has a son. And then you have people who just watch the live action who may decide to get into the anime or the manga at one point or another, and they already know something that's a huge spoiler. You're not supposed to know that. Of course, we're never told in the manga that he doesn't have a son, but the fact that we never hear about it, we can fairly assume that, he doesn't. So when it's revealed that actually he does, well, it's a big deal. Now, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad of a spoiler because we don't know who it is, and if you're new to One Piece, you're probably not going to guess until it's finally revealed, but you're still going to be looking for who Gold Roger's son can be, and so obviously the options for characters are limited, so there is a chance that you might actually find who it is, and I don't know, I don't really like that. That's exactly the same problem I had with, revealing that Garp is Luffy's grandpa in season 1. It's unnecessary. There was absolutely no reason to put this in. Again, it's just a weird narrative decision. I'm not sold on it. Also, Luffy's failed execution is supposed to take place in front of a huge crowd because it's supposed to mirror Gold Roger's execution. But here you don't see a big crowd. You see Buggy's crew, you see a few Marines, a few people here or there, and obviously Smoker, and that's it. It doesn't have the same impact. I'm not too sure why they did it this way. I feel like there are ways they could have filmed this slightly differently, because one thing that's very interesting, if you want a bit of a technical analysis, you'll notice that they put a fair in the plaza. And that's actually pretty smart because we know that the Marine doesn't want people to forget about Gold Roger's execution because they wanted to make him an example and they are, hell-bent on making sure people don't forget. So I quite like the idea of having a fair on the plaza for, celebrating the execution. But the filmmaker in me noticed something that most people would probably miss. The real reason they put a fair in the plaza is because that way they can have a set that's only made of a few stalls and white walls everywhere. And that's a lot cheaper than having to reproduce the entire plaza in every single shot, because that would require a lot of CGI and it would be very expensive. But here, they were able to build a set in the studio, which was the fair, and they only had to show the plaza in like a couple of white shots or when Luffy is about to get executed. So it's a lot cheaper to make, but at the same time, you're losing a little bit of that larger-than-life aspect that Luffy's failed execution is supposed to be having. So I understand why they did this. I think it makes perfect sense in terms of production design and in terms of saving cost, but in return, you're losing a little bit of impact visually. Now, it's not a big deal, and at the end of the day, I think most of the things I complained about right now nitpicks exactly like I have nitpicks about season 1, but I do think it's interesting to pointing those out because, you know, if you only talk about the things that are good and the things that are well made, well, at the end of the day, it's a little bit boring. And analyzing movies and TV shows is also how I can personally improve. And I think it can be interesting for you guys to hear my perspective from someone who's worked on movies and in television. So I hope you enjoyed my little nitpicks. And if you did, then, you know, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and you can also go on my Patreon when you'll get early access to all my reactions. So, you know, go there and support me so I can make more of these and enjoy more reactions with you guys and have a lot of fun. Alright, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this reaction and I'll see you very soon for episode 2. Cheers!